Well, let me give you an example of what happened. So do you guys know who Ayaan Hirsi Ali is?
Yes.
And how many of you know? Okay, now, you do. Good, good. Look, she's quite the damn character. Now, Ayaan Hirsi Ali, I would look her up. I think she's a real hero, that woman. She is tough as a bloody boot. She came from Ethiopia. She escaped from an arranged marriage, and she was in a very hierarchical, authoritarian Muslim family. So she had to run, and she did. And so that was tough, man, to get away from that. She had to forfeit her familial ties and all of that. And then she went to the Netherlands to study. And the Netherlands shocked her. And she said a couple of things that shocked her that I thought were so cool. The first thing that shocked her was that she was at a bus stop, and there was a little digital sign there that said when the bus was coming, and then the bus came. Like right at the time it was supposed to. She couldn't believe that that could actually happen. And if you think about how many things have to be going right for that to happen, you know that her detection of that miracle was accurate. And the fact that we just assume that's just shows you how well things work. And the second thing she was amazed about was that if you asked a policeman, they would help you. Because in most countries, policemen are, like, they're just an extension of thug, right? They don't get paid anything, so all the money they make is from you. And they're not there to maintain order or to help you. They're there as a control arm of the state. Anyway, she went and got a liberal arts education. And she was very taken by the idea of individual sovereignty, roughly speaking, and the Enlightenment. So she turned into a really pro-Enlightenment person. And then she got into the Dutch Parliament. And she also had, there was a bit of a scandal about that, which I won't go into. She also had a relationship, I think it was just a friendship, with this guy named Van Gogh, who was actually a descendant of Van Gogh. And he made this video that had naked women in it with verses of the Quran written on them. And it was very, 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 very controversial because these were anti-female verses, at least that's what he thought. And so he got stabbed, and what happened was the guy that stabbed him, who was a Muslim extremist, took the note that explained why he was being killed and stabbed it into him. Okay, so that was nasty. So Ayaan Hirsi Ali, eventually, her life was in danger to such a degree, and a variety of things happened in Holland, that she had to move to the United States with bodyguards, and so she lives there now. And she's an outspoken critic of patriarchal oppression, in the best sense. Like, she experienced it, it was terrible, like, she got away from it, and, and in a really remarkable and honorable and admirable way. And I read Ayaan Hirsi Ali before she was politically controversial, except in Holland. Well, last year, Brandeis University offered her an honorary PhD. And the students set up a petition saying that she couldn't be granted that PhD because of her objection to radical Muslim faith, and they disinvited her. So that's a good example of this weird paradox. It's like, I read Ayaan Hirsi Ali and I thought, Jesus, if anybody ever had a case to make about the oppressive nature of the patriarchy, like as someone who had personally experienced it, it's like, you read her story and you think, oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. And so then she makes this immensely complex and sophisticated case for the individual rights of women, and Brandeis invites her to give her an honorary degree, and then they rescind it because the students complain about her. And that was the radical left students who were complaining.
Yes.
I thought, first of all, that's amazing. I just can't believe that happened. And second, I couldn't believe that pathetic university caved and withdrew their invitation to her. She's a tough cookie, man. And I think she's a real hero. And that was irrelevant. It's like, some students were upset, they made a petition, so like, who cares about Ayaan Hirsi Ali and her, amazing journey?
I've noticed that, like,